I'm delighted with what we've achieved over the last 12 months in snooker. It wouldn't have been possible without what I think we've now got a really strong administration team built around World Snooker. I'm very happy with the reorganisation at Bristol office, the personnel that we've brought in, the commercial deals we're doing, and the opportunities that look as if they are coming up in the next few weeks, months, years, for a sport that's truly become global in the last 24 months. A couple of things to start off talking about. Most of you understand my ideology of where I think this game should go, and this is something that my colleagues and I have a passion for, the idea that snooker is an out-and-out meritocracy, built around ability and opportunity. It's not built around overprotection of top players. It's built around the principle that everyone should be treated as justly and fairly as possible, and that ability should be the only criteria for success. I do appreciate that because of existing broadcast contracts, this will take time for the master plan, if you like, to come to fruition, and will involve support of our broadcast partners who, in many contracts, have a guarantee of top players appearing at a certain stage of the tournament. I feel this is very backward in today's world, and that with a tour membership of 96 players for this year, 99 players actually, and 128 players for next year, we've got to show to the kids out there when they get a tour card, it means something. So this year we're going to start this transitional move towards an out-and-out level playing surface. And we start with the German Masters and the Welsh Open. Both tournaments this year, first round matches will be the last 64 seeds, 33 to 96, that will play one game and then play second game against the top 32 players in the world, taking away the rather onerous task for some of the lower ranked players to have to play 4 events to reach the TV stages. This will be the case in the German Masters, and it will be a case in the Welsh Open. To reflect our desire to make fairer tournaments bigger, we will start increasing prize money in those 2 events, the German Masters going up to €300,000 with a first prize of €60,000, and the Welsh Open going up to £250,000, a 25% increase, with a first prize cheque of £50,000. This is coupled with our desire to see our European PTC events, which I love to death, these tournaments, 128 players, straight into the hat, no buys. To encourage people further to understand the value of these tournaments, firstly, the events in Europe, of which there will be 6 next year, will have the prize money increase from €50,000 to €70,000 each event. And for those guys that show the consistency and the desire, the PTC finals at the conclusion of the PTC events will have its prize money increase from £250,000 to £300,000, with the winner's cheque being £100,000. We're moving towards increasing prize money again, despite the fact that over the last 2 years, sanctioned event prize money has risen from 3.5 million to around 7.5 million this year, as we continue our journey to a minimum £10 million over the next few years. The biggest prize money increases in future will be held back for those tournaments that are seen to be fairer to the membership as a whole. So look for further significant increases in PTC events and PTC finals in the years ahead. Ranking points for those events will also be similarly upgraded. The PTC finals, the PTC events in Europe are becoming more and more significant for us as we establish new footholds in Europe and Scandinavia predominantly. I'm very happy that Chris Henry's here today, and we announced and signed a deal today for a Belgium PTC event on the new circuit. We will also have 2 in Germany. We're looking at 1 in Bulgaria, 1 in Poland, and 1 other to be announced. The fact is, as you'll see over the weeks ahead, These invitational events are a thing of the past, and we need to involve the entire membership wherever possible to give the opportunities to all of our players to achieve a lifestyle which we believe World Snooker can generate. As part of this overall involvement in European snooker, we have 2 additional professional places on the main tour that had been earmarked for a European Order of Merit. However, this Order of Merit system will not come into play until the season we are about to begin. So for this season, World Snooker, in association with WPBSA, have allocated those 2 European slots to the 2 highest ranked European players non-qualified for tour membership as of today. Those 2 players who will therefore receive a 2-year card are Tony Drago and Luca Brecel. We're very happy with our involvement in Europe. We are very happy in our involvement in China, and that will be predominantly the press conference next Wednesday as we look at the Asian marketplace. For now, we also can say that, as you probably remember in our talks last year, we're moving forward now with a order of merit based on prize money won rather than ranking points. This will take 2 years before it overtakes the point system. But I brought with me just a little schedule to show you on today's date, without the current World Snooker Championships figures yet in, obviously, but something for you to take away. And if you're an anorak like me, you'll be able to upgrade them as the players get beat, because I love that sort of thing. So I brought you a list, which we'll distribute later, of where it stands currently. And there are some interesting figures in there, obviously. John Higgins, on prize money won, would be number 1 in the world. Currently operates number 6 on the point system. Interestingly enough, there's not so many quantum moves in this, but as a system of money order of merit, it has 2 big advantages. One, it's much easier understood by the general public rather than a complicated series of points. 2, under our current system, if a young player came in and won the World Championships in his first year, he may well not be seeded in the top 32. This is clearly ridiculous that the world champion would have such a low rating. By substituting prize money for points, I believe we show a true reflection that is mirrored in other sports, in particularly the golf tours and the tennis tours.